am I really? Like, really, who am I? Luckily, I have a few questions that can help you identify a lot of this in these 3 questions. It's really easy, okay? Let's do it today. It's gonna be really fun. So number 1, write this down. Are you a me type or are you a we type? Now, this is the difference between an individualistic community or a collective society. There are 2 different types, right? One is more like, I got it. I'm gonna do this by myself. I don't need anyone's help. No, thank you. I'm gonna do this all on me. I'm gonna be the business. I'm gonna be the janitor. I'm gonna be the CEO. I'm gonna be everything, the marketing, everything. For other people, it's like, I rather work with a team. I know what I'm good at, and I wanna work with, other people that are good at other things, and we can just put our forces together. Now, I have a close friend who's a me type, and he does everything by himself. And he does work with a team, but he hires and outsources and he creates all this stuff. But he is the captain of his ship. It's not a democracy. And for the most part, he likes doing everything all by himself. And it's totally fine because that's his working style. For me, on the other hand, I'm a we type. I like partnerships. I like doing things with groups. I like discussing plans. I like working with a team. And I like to share rewards together, and I like to share struggles together. Sometimes when you share struggles together, it makes it also fun too because you have other people you could cry with. But it's important to know the difference and not be ashamed of it, because if you're a me type, you can thrive being a good me type, because if you're in a we type situation, you're gonna get frustrated. You're not gonna like your other group members because you're like, man, you guys, I wanna be responsible for my own problems, not you guys. And if you're a we type, stuck in a me type place, I like working with people. I don't want to be alone all day long. What the hell? Even if people are working for me, I want some people that are on the same level I could bounce back ideas with. So you have to ask yourself, are you a me type or a we type? Now, question 2, are you a planner or an improviser? Now, before we get into this question, I think all 3 of these questions, most people are going to be a blend of the 2. Let's just say which one you lean more towards. Which one are you more dominant within the 2? Because I think we're going to have a little bit of both, right? There's a part of me that likes to plan, but there's another part of me that likes to go wild. But majority-wise, I would say I am more of an improviser. I do think well on my feet. I don't overplan, and if something happens that I don't know what to do, I just figure it out, So I don't really organize and plan as much as I should, but I have just enough, like a calendar or something of a structure, like an itinerary if we have a meeting or whatever. I have just enough to where I'm like, okay, this is the gist of what we're going to talk about today. And the last question is, are you living in the physical or the emotional or the thinking world? Now, there's 3 worlds that we're all living in. We're always in one of the dominants of the 3, right? For me, it's the thinking. I think a lot. I ponder about a lot of thoughts, about a lot of ideas, things that don't even exist in the world today. I think of hypotheticals, what ifs, all that stuff. I like to play with ideas. I think about the future. I think about the past. I'm thinking about history. I just like to think, baby. Some of my friends, they like to feel. They live in a strong feeling world, right? They can feel the room. They can feel the emotions. They can feel if someone's sad, or sometimes, my mom has really good spidey senses. She'll call me up. She'll be like, I know you're sad about something right now. And I'm like, bitch, how did you know? Damn, man, I just broke up with a girlfriend. Why do you always call me right when the moment that I broke up? And she's like, it's the mother's umbilical cord. We're always tied no matter what. She's got a strong sense of feeling. She just always knows. And so she lives in an emotional world. Some people, they live in the physical world, right? So they're living in the physical space. My friend's always dancing and he's feeling this stuff, and he's always doing sports and he's moving, and he communicates through his body. And so he lives very much in the present, but he's expressing and communicating and doing everything with his body or in the actual physical space, or he's working on stuff, he's working on a pair of glasses and he's doing arts and crafts and things like that. So which one are you dominant within these 3 spaces? Thinking, emotional, or physical? And once you get to figure out these 3 things out, are you a me or a we? Are you an improv or a planner? Are you in the emotional Are you in the physical or are you in the thinking? Then you can start figuring out what kind of things are good for you.